Steven, kind of talk about the flea-flicker play. Is that something you had ever run that close to the end zone? And was that what you guys needed as an offense just to kind of break through?
Yeah, that was just like, I mean, talk about just the guts to call that on our own, what was it, our own 4, our own 5. Just, I mean, just guts from Coach Johnson up top in the booth to send that down to us. And we got the exact coverage we want. They were in quarters. That's what we wanted it against. Canned them in. We knew they thought that we were going to hand it off and run it. So hand it off, got the pitch back. Katie was screaming wide open, so I just tried to give him a decent ball that he could run with.
Steven, it was a tale of two halves for you. First half, 13 for 18, 84 yards. You finished the game 28 for 41, 2 touchdowns, 375 yards and 1 pick. On top of that, 96-yard play to Katie Nixon. What happened at halftime, man?
I mean, we just kind of got it together. We all kind of just calmed down and just started to play the football that we're accustomed to playing. We didn't try to play outside ourselves. We just took the coaching that we were getting on the sideline and at halftime, and we applied it. And I mean, and good things happened for us.
What was your reaction singularly and as a group to the Sea of Red?
I mean, it's credit to Nebraska's fans. They travel really well. There was a lot of red in the stadium today, but I mean, hey, there was a lot of black and gold in the stadium too, which we love to see. And I'm almost positive that our fans were definitely louder than theirs. So, I mean, take that as you will. Thank you so much.
There might have been a lot of red, but like Coach said, they went home disappointed today.
Yeah, they did. And I mean, you guys saw all those crazy quotes that they were putting out early in the week. And I mean, to be honest, just truly, I think that they talked themselves right out of the game. That's how I think. I think they came in too amped up. They talked themselves right out of it. They were talking before the coin toss. They were talking trash. They were at the bottom of piles. They were spitting. They were doing dirty stuff. So I mean, they got what was coming to them.
What does a win like this do to the team and set the tone for the momentum for the remaining season?
I mean, this is a great win, but this is win number 2. And that's exactly how we're going to take it. We're going to get 24 hours to enjoy it, and then Sunday comes, we're going to watch the film, correct our mistakes, and then on Monday we're back at it, ready for Air Force to come in here. So, and Air Force is a good team now. They're real tough, real physical. It's an in-state rivalry, so I mean, we got to get up to play that game too and get amped up and go out there and play the type of football that we want to play in the second half, like we showed today. So, I mean, just 24 hours. That's all we got to enjoy this. It was a great win for the program, but I mean, it's just win number 2 for us.
Steven, you're still in those 24 hours, though, considering everything you put into the game and the way it ended, being in the middle of that pile of fans out there. What was that like for you?
Man, it takes me back. It takes me back to 2016 when we had beaten Utah for the South, for the Pac-12 South Championship. I mean, just lifelong memories that you just really won't forget, that you can't forget. I mean, it's just a burst of adrenaline and just so many things are happening around you, and you're just so happy with your teammates. You're hugging people. I mean, it's really, you can't explain it with words. It's something special. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. The guys have talked a lot about conditioning being the difference in the second half. Is that what it was? Perseverance? What was the difference?
Yeah, definitely. I think that our conditioning definitely played a role in this game, especially in the second half. And I think Nebraska was a little bit tired here at altitude, which I mean it tends to do that at how many 5,000 feet wherever we're at. So I mean I think that we definitely use that to our advantage. We're running a quick pace type offense and then slowing it down a little bit when we wanted to. We really controlled the tempo in the second half, which was huge for us. And we got them on their heels, and we kept them there.
To finish your career 2-0 against Nebraska, I think it's been about 30 years since a quarterback at CU has done that. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's cool little like asterisk that you put in the bottom of the stat sheet. But I mean, to me, it's another game. We got to go back to work on Monday.
Steven, we were out here on media day. You know, we talked to you a couple times. Is this one I mean, the biggest one for you so far? I mean, I know you've had a lot of big wins, and I know it's only week 2, but, I mean, you only get these kind of moments once in a while in your career. I mean, reflect a little bit. I know you're still in that 24 hours, and you got to get ready, but could this lead to a bigger thing should you guys continue this?
I mean, the biggest one is the last one. That's kind of what the mentality you got to have, especially playing this game at this level. So, I mean, this is the biggest win that we got up to this point this season. And next week, God willing, we do the things that we're supposed to do against Air Force, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? It's all just a process, and you got to respect the process, and you got you got to be very serious about it, because I think that we got into a little bit of that last year where we thought, oh my gosh, we're flying on clouds and we're on top of the world. And then, I mean, God has a funny way of kind of evening you out and humbling you. So we can't get too high on this win. We gotta stay focused, and we gotta get prepared for Air Force.
Steven, can you talk about the closing sequence for Tony Brown to end that game? I mean, you guys third down on the goal line, can't quite get that connection on the out route. So settle for a field goal to tie the game, and then with 46 seconds left, the way you guys found that connection in the corner.
Yeah, Tony's been running those go balls in fall camp every single day, running them to perfection. We completed a ton in fall camp, and when I saw him matched up out there, they were middle open, so they had the single receiver side doubled, or were we in 2x2? Either way, they had two high, and they were bracketing our inside receivers. So I knew I had one-on-one with Tony Brown on the outside with the corner, and I knew that if I gave him a good enough ball that he'd come down with it.
Can you talk about how your offensive line kind of came together in that second half and gave you a little time to throw, opened it up for the running back?
Played lights out. Shout out to the big guys up front. They played their butts off in the second half. I mean, they came out. We ran the ball at will. We had time to throw the ball. We had a ton of time to throw the ball, which let us get the ball out to our playmakers on the perimeter and let them go do what they get paid to do. And so, yeah, I mean, just can't say enough good things about what the O-line did today. They played their butts off. Played really well.
Also talk about your running backs as well. Mangum had a couple of touchdown runs. How big was it to have a running game as well to help you out with the passing game?
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge. It's huge because, I mean, the way we play offense, we kind of run the ball to open up the pass, make them get into a little bit of middle field closed, make them respect the box a little bit. And we started gashing them, and they started to respect it. And then we started to get single matchups on the outside, which is exactly how we got those big completions down the field.
Anything else for Steven?
What's the atmosphere like in there right now?
The locker room? Oh, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's going crazy. People are throwing water everywhere. It's nuts. It's crazy. Dancing, all kinds of crazy stuff. Music at full blast. Crazy.
How do you feel your family back in El Paso feel for you in this victory?
Man, I would hope they'd just be proud, but I hope they would want more. I hope that they wouldn't see this and think, oh man, that's it. He's had a great time here at Colorado. I mean, we're trying to string together some wins here, so we're excited about what we're doing. We're excited about the offense. We're excited about the new coaching staff, and we're ready to play another game of football next Saturday. And then obviously shout out to my brother Raymond, shout out to my dad, shout out to my mom. My mom was here, my dad was in Odessa. I mean, still watching the game, sending their love, so thankful for them for sure.
Thanks, Steven.
Appreciate you guys.